Hold on to your lab goggles, because today we're diving into the microscopic world of microorganisms, the tiny titans that shape our planet. These unseen warriors are all around us, in every nook and cranny, every drop of water, every breath of air. They're in the soil beneath our feet, the food we eat, even in and on our bodies. Now, when we say microorganisms, we're actually talking about a variety of tiny life forms. For this journey, we're going to focus on three main types: bacteria, viruses, and protists. Bacteria, these are the ultimate survivors, capable of living in some of the most extreme environments on Earth. Viruses, the unseen invaders, hijacking the cells of other organisms to reproduce. And protists, a diverse group that includes everything from microscopic algae to the malaria-causing plasmodium. Are you ready to embark on a microbial adventure unlike any other? First up, let's explore the wonderful world of bacteria, the ultimate survivors of the microbial realm. Bacteria are incredibly diverse, both in terms of their shapes and sizes, and the roles they play in our lives. They come in a variety of forms, from rod-shaped bacilli, spiral-shaped spirilla, to spherical cocci. Under the microscope, this diverse group of microorganisms looks like a bustling city, each with its own job and purpose. Now, when it comes to the roles bacteria play in our lives, it's a real mixed bag. On one hand, they're essential players in our food industry. Without bacteria, we wouldn't have the tangy taste of yogurt, the fizz in our sourdough bread, or the unique flavor of sauerkraut. These tiny chefs work tirelessly, fermenting our foods and transforming simple ingredients into culinary delights. On the other hand, not all bacteria are friendly fermenters. Some are notorious troublemakers, causing everything from minor infections to major diseases. These pesky pathogens have a knack for survival, adapting to new environments, and even developing resistance to antibiotics. But let's not forget, even these troublemakers have a role to play in the grand scheme of things. They challenge our immune system, keeping it on its toes and ready to fight off other potential invaders. It's like a never-ending microbial boxing match, with our immune cells and bacteria constantly duking it out. Whether they're fermenting our foods or sparring with our immune system, bacteria are fascinating creatures. They've been around for billions of years, adapting and evolving, surviving everything from ice ages to asteroid impacts. So the next time you enjoy a slice of sourdough or recover from a bout of illness, spare a thought for these tiny titans. They may be invisible to the naked eye, but their impact on our world is anything but small. These tiny critters are true masters of adaptation. Next on our journey, we encounter viruses, the ultimate tricksters of the microbial world. Now, what's a virus, you might ask? Well, they're these incredibly tiny entities, so small that they make bacteria look like giants in comparison. And unlike bacteria, they aren't quite alive. They're these sort of biological gray areas, neither fully alive nor dead. They exist to do one thing and one thing only: replicate. Now, viruses are quite the masters of disguise. They can change their shape, just like a chameleon changes its color. It's one of their many sneaky strategies, you see. They use this ability to invade host cells undetected. Think of it as their stealth mode. Once inside, they hijack the cell's machinery to replicate themselves, creating more viruses. It's like they're throwing a party, and the host cell is the unsuspecting venue. But here's where things get interesting. Viruses aren't just these microscopic invaders causing havoc in our bodies. They're also an integral part of the natural world. They play a crucial role in the Earth's ecosystems, helping to regulate bacteria populations and even influencing the climate. And let's not forget, they're also the reason we have vaccines. By studying viruses, scientists have been able to develop vaccines that protect us from diseases. It's a kind of a love-hate relationship, really. We might not like getting sick, but we certainly appreciate the protection vaccines offer. So viruses, despite their tiny size, have a huge impact. They're these invisible puppeteers, pulling the strings from behind the scenes, influencing life on Earth in ways we're only just beginning to understand. It's a fascinating world, isn't it? And that's what makes viruses so intriguing. They're these tiny, shape-shifting tricksters, causing disease one moment and helping to protect us the next. It's a paradox, but That's the beauty of the microbial world. It's full of surprises. With their sneaky strategies and shape-shifting abilities, they're the ultimate microbial masterminds. Last but not least, we encounter the mysterious protists, the unicellular wonders and underwater champions of the microbial realm. Now, protists are a bit of a wild card in the world of microorganisms. They're not quite plant, not quite animal, and definitely not fungi, but they're utterly fascinating. From the single-celled amoeba to the towering kelp, protists come in all shapes and sizes. They're not just about variety, though. Protists play a crucial role in our planet's ecosystems. They're the microscopic maestros of the marine world, conducting an underwater symphony of life. Among them, we have the photosynthetic plankton, the sun-loving carbon dioxide-guzzling powerhouses that produce a significant amount of the world's oxygen. But it's not all about the sunshine and rainbows. There are also the voracious predators, like the amoebas, silently stalking their prey in the water column. They're the unsung heroes of the food chain, cycling nutrients and energy through the ecosystem. From photosynthetic plankton to voracious predators, these microscopic marvels keep our oceans buzzing with life. But wait, there's more! These microorganisms aren't just tiny troublemakers. They're essential players in the grand symphony of life. These minuscule maestros are hard at work every second of every day, involved in countless processes that keep our planet ticking along. You see, microorganisms are at the heart of nutrient cycling. They decompose dead organisms and waste products, breaking them down into simpler substances that plants can use to grow. Moreover, these tiny giants form the base of many food chains. They're a critical food source for countless organisms, from microscopic zooplankton to the majestic blue whale. And let's not forget their role in ecosystem dynamics. Microorganisms are involved in everything from soil formation to climate regulation, playing a crucial part in maintaining balance in our world. So next time you think about the vast universe of microorganisms, remember their monumental role. Thanks for joining me on this wild microbial ride. Remember, the smallest creatures often make the biggest impact.